Hello and welcome all of you to this new way of teaching and learning. Today we are going to start with our syllabus. For our syllabus, for the 12th syllabus, there are total 10 topics given by the Maharashtra government, and we are going to discuss the first topic of that particular thing, that is known as Introduction to Micro and Macroeconomics. In the 11th syllabus, we have discussed what is the meaning of economics and how the economics works. Okay, so today we will start with the first topic, Introduction to Micro and Macroeconomics. In the economics, there are two branches available. First branch is known as microeconomics and second branch is known as macroeconomics. Okay. In 1933, Ragnar Frisch is the first person who has developed the terms micro and macro. Ragnar Frisch was of the Oslo University, Norway, and he has first used these two terms, micro and macro. And from where these two terms came? This comes from the Greek words micros, M-I-K-R-O-S, and macros, M-A-K-R-O-S. What is meant by this micros is that it is a small. And what is meant by this macros is that it deals with the aggregates or large things. So we can say that microeconomics is an economics which deals with the individual units, and macroeconomics is an economics which deals with the aggregates of units. Okay. So coming to the meaning of microeconomics, microeconomics means micro means a small part of a thing. ओके कोई भी बड़ी चीज होगी उसका जो छोटा सा हिस्सा होगा उसको हम क्या कहेंगे, माइक्रो कहेंगे. देन माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स डील्स विद ए स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ द नेशनल इकोनॉमी. The total economy which is available, we do not discuss of all the units in that particular economy. We discuss only about the small or individual units. That is why it is known as the microeconomics deals with a small part of a national economy. Which are these small parts? We can say that we deal with the particular consumer. Only one consumer, one seller, one producer, the price of one commodity. All these things when we discuss in the parts, that is the part of the microeconomics. Then it studies the economic actions and behavior of the individual units. This word is very important, individual units. What is meant by individual units is that we can say that in microeconomics, we discuss about the single things. Okay, it can be a single person, it can be a single producer, it can be the price of a single product. So in microeconomics, we deal and discuss about the actions and behavior of the individual units. How an individual customer will behave in the market in the given situation, that is the thing known as the microeconomics. So microeconomics is a branch of economics which deals with the small units, not with the large units. If we look at the history of the microeconomics, this history of the microeconomics dates back even 2000 years back. Okay, but from where this actual study started, there are three types of schools of thoughts available in the economics. First one is known as the classical economics, second one is known as the neoclassical economist, and third one after which it is known as the Keynesian economics. Okay, the microeconomics has started from before the classical economist, but Adam Smith, David Ricardo, these are the two persons who have contributed a lot in the development of the microeconomics. Then later on, there was one person known as Alfred Marshall. We call him as the Marshall. Marshall was the person who have written one book that is known as Principles of Economics. Okay, and in that Principles of Economics, all these theories which we are going to discuss in the coming part, these theories are developed by the Marshall. So microeconomics sometimes called as the Marshallian economics also. Okay, so this is the small history of the microeconomics. We come to the definitions of microeconomics. Basically, there are multiple definitions which we are going to discuss only two definitions here. Maurice Dobb is the person who have given one definition. According to him, microeconomics is in fact a microscopic study of the economy. What he want to say is that microeconomics is in fact a microscopic study. This word microscope. Okay, the microscope, we know that it is used in the laboratories to study very small things, very small things in the detail. That is why in microeconomics also we study about the small or individual things in detail. Okay, that is why it is called as the microscopic study of the economy. If you look at the economy, there are multiple consumers available. There are n number of consumers available. There are lakhs of companies available, thousands of crores of, we can say that, customers are available. The prices of multiple lakhs of companies are available. But in microeconomics, we are interested only in the discussion of the single units. That is why it is called as the microscopic study of the economy. If we take only one consumer and we discuss about his income, his expenditure pattern, how he want to spend the money on a very particular thing, what is the number of utility he gets, all these things when we discuss, it becomes the part of the microeconomics. We know that in the economy there are lakhs of companies available, but out of that lakhs of companies, if we want to discuss only one company, suppose we want to discuss the Tata company, it will become the study of the microeconomics. Why it is so? Because out of lakhs of things, we are choosing only one commodity or only one company and discussing in detail about that particular company. That is known as microscopic study. Okay, what it is known? Microscopic study of the economy. We look at the economy through a microscope and discuss about the total things, discuss about the individual things in detail. That is why it is known as microscopic study of the economy. Then there is another one person who have given the definition, A.P. Lerner. This definition is somewhat big, we will discuss in parts here. Microeconomics consists of looking at the economy through a microscope. Through a microscope. Again the word microscope comes here. Okay, what does this mean? Looking at the economy through a microscope. If we take the microscope and look at some particular things, we come to know the details of that particular thing. Okay, that is why microeconomics, because in microeconomics we discuss about one single commodity in detail, it is known as looking at the economy through a microscope, as it were to see how the millions of cells in the body of the economy. Okay, जो हमारी ह्यूमन बॉडी है, उस ह्यूमन बॉडी में भी मिलियंस ऑफ सेल्स अवेलेबल है. ओके, मिलियंस ऑफ सेल्स अवेलेबल है, और अगर उस मिलियंस ऑफ सेल्स का अगर हमें स्टडी करना है तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं होगा. तो हम क्या करेंगे? किसी एक सेल को उठाएंगे और उसके बारे में डिटेल में स्टडी करेंगे, और जब हम ऐसा करेंगे उसको क्या कहेंगे हम? माइक्रोस्कोपिक स्टडी. और इकोनॉमी के भी बारे में ऐसा ही किया जाता है. ओके, लाइक मिलियंस ऑफ सेल्स. मिलियंस ऑफ सेल्स का मतलब क्या है? मिलियंस ऑफ सेल्स का मतलब यह होगा मिलियंस ऑफ कस्टमर्स अवेलेबल है, millions of producers available hai, millions of companies available hai. If you want to discuss about those things, it will be very difficult task. To make that task simple, we will divide the economy into small parts and then study the economy, and that is why it is known as the microscopic study of the economy. Looking at the economy through a microscope, as it were to see millions of cells in the body of the economy. How these millions of cells works in the body of the economy. There can be millions of firms, millions of customers. How they work in the economy, that is the thing we want to know. If we want to discuss about the particular consumption pattern of a single customer, it will become the microscopic study. But when we will discuss the consumption pattern of the total economy, it will become the macro study. So here in microeconomics, we are interested in only single things to know the how they play their part in the working of the economy as a whole. Okay, one single customer, one single company, one single price, how they play their part in the working of the economy, that is the thing we discuss in the microeconomics. One single customer can define the market. One single customer can also play a big role in the market. So how they affect the market, that is the thing we discuss in the microeconomics. So according to A.P. Lerner, microeconomics consists of looking at the economy through a microscope. मतलब क्या है A.P. लर्नर के कहने का? हम इकोनॉमी को माइक्रोस्कोप के जरिए देखेंगे, और जिस तरह से हमारी बॉडी में मिलियंस ऑफ सेल्स काम करती है, उसी तरह से हमारी इकोनॉमी की बॉडी में भी मिलियंस ऑफ सेल्स काम करती हैं. लेकिन हमें उस मिलियंस ऑफ सेल्स के बारे में डिस्कस नहीं करना है. हमें किसी एक सेल के बारे में, मतलब एक कंज्यूमर होगा, एक कस्टमर होगा, एक सेलर होगा, एक प्रोड्यूसर होगा, उसी के बारे में जब हम डिस्कशन करेंगे, वो स्टडी क्या कहलाएगी? माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक स्टडी कहलाएगी. So according to these two definitions, we can easily define microeconomics is a part of economics which deals with the small, or we can say that very small things of a particular large thing or particular economy. पूरी इकोनॉमी का जो छोटा सा हिस्सा है, उसके बारे में जब हम डिस्कशन करेंगे, वो डिस्कशन कहाँ जाएगा? माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स में जाएगा. So these are the definitions, and this is the branches and meaning of the microeconomics. So in the next lecture, we will discuss the scope of the microeconomics. Thank you.